Hi everyone, and welcome to this episode of the Kaz. In this episode, we are going to be looking to see what is inside of this box. I used to wear Reeboks back in the day before my feet got too wide to wear them, so I wear New Balance now. But anyway, there are, you can read it there, toy Kniggets inside, or toy knights. So, I have my little man here, so let's get to us. Okay, I already know that there's toy knights in here because as I was going through one of the bins, I saw it, and I think you may have seen it in another episode of the Kaz. But here are a bunch of knights that I got in Colonial Williamsburg. At the end of Duke of Gloucester Street, there is a toy store. So I got them there over the years, and EPCOT Center in the British Pavilion. I would get them in the British Pavilion there. But for the most part, I got these in Colonial Williamsburg. So let's start off by putting them on the turntable and give them each a spin. Okay, the first knight that we have is a golden knight. He's on top of a horse, and he has a shield. It's a plastic shield and a banner here, each with some red lions, medieval-looking lions. The horse has a blue plastic. It's like a floppy plastic here, and the rest of the horse is in the mold of the horse, and have some flies flying around here. He has a sword, as if he's going to be striking something. He has a sheath here, and on the other side he has another little small sheath for looks like a dagger. The bottom says Britain's Limited 1971 detail made in England. So I'm pretty sure that these are all made in England. I know I got these in Williamsburg and Epcot Center, but I'm not exactly sure which ones I got where, so I'll just leave it at that. This next one looks like a jousting knight. It's a silver knight with a silvery sticker with an emblem there on his shield. He looks like he's doing some jousting here on this horse that's covered in this decorative, looks like a decorative fabric here, but it's pretty much plastic. It has wheels on the bottom, 4 wheels, so that you can pull it back and let it go. Oh, and he fell. But yeah, you pull him back and you let him go, and he jousts. So the horse is pretty much just hollow plastic. I'm not exactly sure what this is called, but this jousting pole here is a yellow plastic, and it's very nicely painted. We have some single foot soldiers here. It's like this guy looks like he's pretty old, maybe in one of my first ones. He has a shield. He's wearing a shield on his back. He's swinging a mace here, and he's pretty chunky. He's like more of a muscular build, stocky build there. But he's all gold. He has an orange decorative piece on the top of his helmet. And does it say here? Yep, this one says on the bottom, yeah, Britain's 1967, made in England. But there's this knight. The next one is a silver knight. It's pretty much they were either gold or silver. Those were the two. I assume that those were the two sides. The opposing forces were gold and silver. So this one's all silver. It has a weapon there on a staff that he has raised over his head there, and he has a yellow cloth there in the front of him with a red cross. For the most part, he is molded in silver, painted all silver. There's a sword there on the side here. And again, yeah, they all say Britain's 1970. This one says 1971 detail made in England. This one kind of looks like the Black Knight from Monty Python. He has that kind of flat top helmet there with some like feather-like horns coming out the top there. He has a short axe that he has swinging over his head with a silvery sticker for a shield. The sticker's not really put on there that well. It's off kilter there, off center. But he has a red cross on his chest there, and some orange details in the back there. Let's look at this one's kind of like has like a Mongolian look to him. This one definitely has, it has the same mold of the horse of the very first one that I had. Different plasticky saddle here. This is green, but he's definitely looks like some sort of Middle Eastern, Central Asian, whatever, Mongol. His sword is curved there. His gold, some gold chainmail, the top of his head there. Purple, like a purple turban there on top of his head. That's kind of flowing in the wind there. And he has a big mustache. You can see a thick mustache there, like a Fu Manchu mustache there. Looks like he has an axe in a pocket there. Yeah, but he's, for the most part, he's all black with some accents, with the gold accents there on his shield. This next one looks like another Mongolian. He has a big bushy mustache. This is a different type of horse. This one horse is like rearing up on his hind legs, axe over his head, as opposed to a sword from the last one. But this one, he is also mostly black with some gold accents. Some purple, there's a purple cape on. It's flowing there. I remember this one was a neat one that I got. Do you know what this one is called?
On the catapult.
Catapult. Yep, it's a catapult. See, with this one, it's kind of a simple catapult. I mean, it has a look, a medieval look, with a simple wooden, looks like it's made out of all wood, has a wooden wheels there, but the wheels do move. I mean, it's plastic, but it's made to look like wood. The wheels do move. The tension is with a rubber band, and what you do is that you take this guy and you twist it. You tighten it. Oh, no, I just loosened it. So we go this way. Tighten it. It's all wound up. And is it actually working? Oh, it does work. Okay, yep, that's right. So you pull it back. Pull it back like that. You pull this back. Now you pull this forward. So you catch that loop in the top of the bowl there. There's a piece of plastic. And what you do is you pull back on this, and it launches a little, whatever you want. You can put a little pebble in it or a marble. But it catches on this thing here. So let's try it again. Put it back like that. So you put the pebble in there, and launches. So there you have a little medieval catapult.
We found the stone to the catapult.
Yeah, stuck to one of the knights was the stone to the catapult here. Little piece of plastic, little plastic rock here. So I'm going to pull this back, set it in here. Come on, there we go. I'll put the rock in, and launch. Do it one more time. Set it like that. Put the rock in, and launch. There you go. That's the catapult. So the next one is another kind of Mongolian looking raider, barbarian person. It's all in black. So he has a turban on his head with a decorative star on his top of his head there. He has a swinging a sword. These horses, they had pretty much this like one or two standard molds. So this is an all black horse with this like kind of starburst type of headpiece here. And that's pretty much it. I mean, again, it's the looks like the bat wing type of saddle here. That was on the first one. Okay, here's another knight with a staff weapon pointed down. Silver, blue highlights. It looks like he has some blue chainmail around the neck there, and he has a red line there on his chest. He has a blue belt, and look like he has some on his knees. It's painted, they look brown, but I think it's gold, and a red piece there on the top of his helmet there. There's another silver one. A sticker on his shield. He's holding his battle axe there. Looks like he's getting ready to go into battle. There's a red cape, and white feathers on top of his head. Do you know what type of person this is called?
A bow and arrow person?
Bow and arrow person, but do you know what their position is called? Archer?
Archer.
You ever heard of an archer before?
No.
No? Yep, this is we have an archer here. The soldiers that would use a bow and arrow. So he doesn't have a string, and I don't think he never had a string. He was just posing as if he's just knocked an arrow and is about to shoot an arrow off. There's a gold helmet there, and some a brown bow, and a brown piece here, and a brown leather belt there for the sword. And looks like he has blue boots and dark blue sleeves there. There's another menacing looking gold knight here. I like this one's sword. He has a sword, but it's kind of like zigzaggy, zigzaggy swords. It's a long sword there. And there's another sword, another black sword right next to him there. And a sticker on his shield with a cross on it. It's got a red decorative piece there on top of his helmet, and an orange belt. There's another. These gold ones seem to be a bit more menacing than the silver ones.
Yeah.
I know, isn't this one? He has a zigzaggy. This one has a zigzaggy sword too, and he has a black plastic sword there. His shield's on the back. A little sticker there with a green lion and a red cross and a blue part at the bottom there. But this one looks like he's about ready to strike. And another gold one, another beefy looking gold one. He's just standing there. He has a mace. Center right there better. There's a mace. He's holding a mace and a shield, large shield, and there's some green accents there and a black sword. Yet another gold one. This one has an axe held over his head, ready to strike that one. And this one has more of a complex crest there, coat of armors there on his sword, on his shield. But this one has a little bit more wear to him. Looks like may have actually played with this one. His gold's coming off there. But he does have looks like he has a yellow chainmail going around his neck. Back to the silver ones. This one is posed as if he's like lunging at somebody. He's holding a mace there. And his sword has like a blue and a red crown there. Purple accents on this one. This one has very much of he's leaning forward, pointy nose helmet, but he's leaning forward here to strike his mace at someone. This guy must have come with the catapult. He's holding a rock there. He just looks like a simple foot soldier. A simple one. He's all silver. He has blue tunic and a brown. He's holding a brown rock there, and you can see the flesh of his face there. His face is exposed. So he would have been with the. Where'd I go? There we go. He would have been with the catapult, loading up the rocks there on the catapult. Another barbarian. This one has a blue decoration on the shield. Again, his plastic's all black with the gold, some gold and blue and flesh-colored accents. Holding a spear, a weapon, over his head there. Looks like he has like a crescent moon type of decoration on top of his helmet. This knight's holding another zigzaggy sword. I like these zigzaggy swords. He has, if you can see it here, his face is exposed from this gold visor. There's like a blue bird's wing there, top of his helmet. And he has a sticker there on the shield. What is the sticker? It's coming off here. It's blue and red with a yellow cross in the middle of it. And his knees are colored gold. One more foot soldier knight, type of knight, before we get to the rest of these are on horses. Again, this knight has a zigzaggy sword. One of my favorite swords there, and he's got a long yellow decoration there coming out of the top of his helmet, and a red cross in the middle of his chest there, leaning forward as if he's going to be striking somebody down. Now this one looks more like it would be from Wales because of the coloring and the red lion there. Here's a gold knight on a horse with one of those spear-like weapons. The plasticky saddle here has a lion decoration embossed in it. It has a banner there attached to the horse. Is the saddle there. I like how the horse here has a little spike between its eyes there, along with the green decoration there, and the green decoration matches the green decoration on top of his head. There's another Mongolian on a horseback. He's holding a mace. Do I have another one like that? I don't think I do. No. I think they just had swords. But yeah, this one's on that standard horse mold with the starburst type of decoration on top of the horse's head there. But he has a bit on his cape here, on the inside of his cape, he has a bit of a blue paint job there, and the sword, the shield here has a spike on the tip of the middle of the shield there, some gold accents going around the shield. And another one I'm calling the Mongolian barbarians. He looks like that he's jousting here, jousting pike there. Again, all these horses with the Mongolians here are black, with some silver accents. He has a silver accent on he has the spike between his eyes there. And he also has the batwing saddle here. Another silver knight. I'm going to do him this way as if he's charging. This one does look like he goes backwards. Another jousting knight here. Not as elaborate as that first jousting knight that can pull back and go on its own. But here's another silvery knight here with a shield as a sticker, and this horse has a golden spike between its eyes. His armor is gold, and a red soft plastic saddle there. I have two horses here, each without a knight, but I have a knight here. It looks like he should be on top of a horse. He has a zigzaggy sword, so I'm not sure which horse he would go on. I can't really tell by inside of his legs whether he would be on the yellow one or the green one, but just put him on the yellow one right now. So it's the last two horse knights on horses. So somewhere there's a horse, or there's a knight without a horse that is all bow-legged. But I noticed that this horse here has a more of a brown tail here. They didn't really do that with the other horses. They were pretty much all white with white tails, and they didn't really paint the tails for the most part. I mean, this one does have a brown tail. I think mainly that was done just because it's a more of an elaborate piece. But here's the last of the horses, and lastly, it's a practicing piece here that the knights would train on. One of these things where you hit the shield, and this flies around, and you're supposed to block this with your shield, and this comes around again, and you hit this shield, and it goes around. You're supposed to just train. Knights would train with these things. I found 2 more rocks for the catapult, but that's it for this episode of the Kaz. Let me set all the knights up and do a proper sign-off.
Okay.
So that's it for this episode of the Kaz. Here you have all of the knights here all set up. My little man set them up to do a little battle here. Okay, so the metal bases on all these, well, some of them are different shapes, some of them are a little bit more rounded, some of them are more rectangular. They're all metal, they're all die-cast metal, like a Hot Wheel or Matchbox car. Let's fly over the battlefield here. Jousting knight there, jousting a Mongolian raider, barbarian there, the training post and the catapult with the catapult soldiers. You have the knights on horseback, the foot soldiers, the knights on foot there, the gold ones, the silver ones, the beefy ones, the zigzaggy ones with the zigzaggy swords, and the catapult ones. You got the horse ones, and the barbarians there. So that's it for this episode of the Kaz. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you later.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.